Hey, so today we're going to be installing a mod chip on an original Xbox. I've gone ahead and poured the board out already. This is a 1.6 version board, and the original owner bought it used, and the person of course said that it was, untouched or whatever, but at some point down the line someone had an executor mod chip installed to this, and the work is still somewhat left over on here. This wire is not connected anymore. This harness goes nowhere, and then they have this LPC rebuild board which was installed absolutely terribly. It's disgusting. So I'm scared. So we're going to remove this god-awful mess because the mod chip we're installing today is the OpenXenium Modchip, and the kit comes with a brand new LPC board in there. So we're just going to get rid of this executor one, throw it in the trash because it's already been kind of destroyed, and start fresh. Okay, so thanks to the magic of the desoldering gun, we got all these pins cleared of their solder. We got this stupid thing off the board without any damage. Got this header disconnected everywhere except here, which I think I'm just gonna use a soldering iron to heat it up and pull the wire off, because there's no reason to desolder an existing pin. Oh no, it's not on the LAN chip, but it's right in front of the LAN connector. So yeah, I'm gonna get that wire off, and then we'll push out this old debug port because I have a new one, and we'll get started on the LPC board. Alright, so the new LPC board is installed and looking much cleaner. Oh, I just noticed there's a ground pad right there. I need to get that one. I didn't see it before, but yeah, everything's looking good. So I'm gonna get that ground pad, and then I assume, looks like there's some kind of jumper here. I don't know what that's for, so I'm gonna have to refer to some installation tutorials. And then there is some wiring that came with the kit too. I don't know where these wires go yet, so let's figure that out. Alright, so I looked at a guide for the 1.6 Xbox, and it seems like I don't need to do anything with this extra wiring because the LPC rebuild board handles all of the connections. So it should be as simple as plugging the Xenium mod chip in right here, like so, and then just putting the board back in and connecting it to the power supply. They said you don't have to even have the hard drive or the disk drive plugged in to test it. It should boot up and you should get some video output, so we're going to test that next. Okay, so I finished recapping this board, including the SMD capacitors. There's one here, one there, and one there, and then replaced all of these capacitors, including the clock capacitor. Since this is a 1.6, I believe it is necessary to leave it in, so I just replaced it. But anyways, yeah, all the caps are replaced, so we're gonna slot this back into the case, make sure that it still works, and then assuming it does, put it all back together, and we're done. Alright, so I've got the board back in, and the Xenium chips right there. The customer only gave me a component box for output, and I don't currently have anything that can take component in, so as a trick I'm just going to be using the Luma signal from component, which is the green signal, and that should give me a black and white image if I plug it into the composite input of a CRT. So I've got my my main testing CRT here. We're going to go ahead and back the camera out, turn that on, and then we're going to turn on the Xbox. And got some various, oh yeah, we're good. Check it out. Xenium. Welcome to Xenium OS 2.3.1. We're good to go, so let's get the hard drive and the disk drive back in there and put it all back together. That was dead simple to install compared to how I remember back in the day when people were modding their Xboxes, doing mod chip installs. It was pretty freaking involved, and there was 30 gauge wire running everywhere like a maze. So it's pretty amazing where the Modchip tech is now. I really appreciate it. Alright, it's all back together, and we have successfully voided the warranty and avoided electric shock, fire, and damage to the Xbox. So let's all pat ourselves on the back and get on with our day.